Jordan Brand Classic. From MVP to Rookie of the Year, before they were college and NBA stars, they took the stage here in the Jordan Brand Classic. Tomorrow's stars shine tonight here in Brooklyn. Welcome to New York City and welcome to the 2015 Jordan Brand Classic here at the Barclay Center in Brooklyn, New York. What a game we've got tonight with two of the best teams you could put together from the class of 2015, East versus West, in the 14th annual Jordan Brand Classic. Starting lineups for the East: head coach Gary DeCesar from St. Rita High School in Chicago. Isaiah Briscoe headed to Kentucky from nearby in New Jersey. Sheck Diallo, undeclared, who plays his high school basketball on Long Island, thinking about St. John's as part of his final of five. Reserves there: Thomas Bryant recently made his verbal commitment to play at Indiana. Luke Kennard, Henry Ellenson, Jaylen Brown all out with fatigue or injuries. Ellenson, a broken hand in the Wisconsin State playoffs. For the West, under head coach Kevin Boyle from Montverde Academy in Florida, Ivan Rabb on Monday made his verbal commitment to play at Cal, and Malik Newman, the number 4 player in the country, is still undecided for his college commitment. And the reserves, number 1 player in the country, Ben Simmons, sitting out. Get his legs back under him before he heads to LSU. Steven Zimmerman last night committed to UNLV. Here we go. It's the West in the white uniforms. Ivan Rabb at the center circle to jump it up with Sheck Diallo. And Rabb, headed to California, gets us underway here in Brooklyn. Malik Newman gets the shooting started, but gets the back iron. And on the breakaway, Sheck Diallo has the game's first 2 points.
The MVP of the McDonald's game. Diallo does it with a high motor. Excellent athlete. Looking at St. John's, Kansas, Kentucky, and Iowa State.
Paul Diallo's a guy that just plays hard on every possession, always runs the floor, an excellent rebounder. And as we see there, the athleticism to finish on the break.
And Blakeney, the number 14 player in the nation, with the pump fake, gets 2 for the West.
Blakeney can score a basket, 2 in the white. Really at a moment's notice. Johnny Jones is going to utilize him as a 2 guard. He's got Ben Simmons coming in as a small forward slash power forward. A lot of talent headed to LSU.
Got it. And if LSU really could have kept Jarrell Martin and Jordan Mickey around, or even one of those guys, you're looking at a team that probably would have been in the top 10, would have competed for the SEC championship, but they'll still have plenty of depth there in the Bayou with Simmons, Quarterman, Elbert Robinson, and Arizona transfer Craig Victor.
Diallo off from 15 feet. Underneath, Rabb has his shot swatted away by Caleb Swanigan, and then gets the putback. Swanigan just recently made his verbal commitment to play at Michigan State, the number 2 class now in the ESPN Recruiting Nation rankings.
You see Ivan Rabb, 23 in the white, can score with either hand close to the rim.
Let's join the 4th member of our crew. That's Quinn Kessner.
It's been a newsworthy last 2 weeks as 4 of these high-end players have given verbal commitments. Last night culminating with Steven Zimmerman, who elects to stay home in Las Vegas and attend UNLV. This game features 3 undecideds. You guys mentioned Jaylen Brown, the number 2 player in the ESPN 100. He'll sit it out. Sheck Diallo, 6'9" power forward, scored that basket earlier from Mali via Long Island. He's playing in front of a lot of family today. And then Malik Newman, number 4 on the ESPN 100. 6 remaining schools, no official visits, which is very interesting. There's some talk and some speculation that he may consider playing overseas, mulling his options, Mike.
Well, it was the path taken by Emmanuel Mudiay from Prime Prep in Dallas. Was going to go to SMU. That didn't work out. So Newman has so far taken an interesting path to his recruitment. But Miles, you can relate a little bit.
Yeah, I really can, because when I was choosing college back in ages ago, 1993, I only took 1 official visit, and that was to the University of Florida. And when I got back from the University of Florida, I kind of knew that it was too far away from home and that I wasn't going to end up going to play for Lon Kruger, and actually committed to University of Arizona sight unseen. I felt very comfortable with Lute Olson and the staff and the players that they had in the program at the time to be able to do that. So everybody is different. Sometimes you don't need to see the campus. You can have a feel for the guys that are going to be there and the coaching staff. Tomorrow
he'll meet with Chris Mullen, John Calipari on Monday.
And that's that's part of the fun. We look at Isaiah Briscoe going to Kentucky events because they've been with each other for the last 3 weeks.
And they should do that. And that's the thing that I think you're seeing more and more. Obviously, in college basketball, we've seen it in the NBA when the superstars are teaming up. Guys are wanting to play with better players, some of the best players in the country, because they know that can lead to help you winning a national championship, get to a Final Four.
Ball out of bounds on the baseline.
To your point, Miles, I remember when the Celtics did it with Pierce, Garnett, and Allen. It brought them a championship under Doc Rivers. We saw the Miami Heat do it. We saw Duke do it in college basketball with Okafor and Jones.
Blakeney on the breakaway, finishes with the right hand.
This guy is a creative scorer, an explosive scorer, Antonio Blakeney.
Blakeney had 65 points in a high school game. One time played for the Each One Teach One AAU program.
With Ben Simmons on that Florida-based AAU program, and he said that relationship was a big part of him going to LSU because he originally was committed to Louisville.
Grayson Allen, who started for Duke in the championship game, also part of that Each One Teach One AAU program.
Yeah, a lot of people probably learned his name right at the very end of the college basketball season.
We had him in our top 25. We loved him. Athletic, fearless, and way more than a shooter. We saw that championship game.
And what guys don't understand about Grayson Allen has some big hands, Paul, and I know you spent some time around him. He'll be play more of a prominent role next season, obviously exploding on the scene in the national championship game. But that backcourt for Each One Teach One was Joel Berry, D'Angelo Russell, who's going to be a top 4 pick in the draft this year, more than likely. Look at that. Great pocket pass by Richardson right there.
13 in the black. Never gives up on a play. Outstanding shot.
Up to number 2 in our top 10 recruiting classes with Deontay Davis, who just checked in, number 21 in the white for the West team, as well as Caleb Swanigan out of Fort Wayne, Indiana.
Let's see if these superstars can keep their spacing.
Diallo goes right past Steven Zimmerman to the bucket.
This guy loves all-star games, huh? McDonald's MVPs come out strong here at the Jordan Brand Classic.
Alonzo Trier dishes back for Tyler Dorsey, and from the elbow, the future Oregon Duck has 2.
I love Tyler Dorsey. He's going to fit in seamlessly up there for Dana Altman's squad. He'll replace Joseph Young on that perimeter as an instant offense guy.
Well, check out the...
This is something I'm going to go do.
For people who haven't seen you play, how do you best describe your game?
A competitor who plays 100% every time he's going on the floor. You know, a scorer, someone who just wants to win.
How do you describe your start tonight?
I think I started off pretty well. I mean, loose hands a little bit. I dropped the pass, but I'm gonna pick it up when I get back in.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Mike.
Now, so far, shooting 2 of 4. You know, Paul, the important thing to note about that LSU class is it's got number 1, Ben Simmons, number 14, Antonio Blakeney. Johnny Jones still has 2 scholarships left, and they're in hot pursuit of Brandon Sampson, Louisiana's Mr. Basketball.
He's a great athlete, originally committed to Steve Lavin at St. John's. They're trying to get Malik Newman as well. Malik was there at the LSU-Kentucky game for an unofficial visit. Johnny Jones not done recruiting.
Here's Thomas Bryant onto the floor with a new cast of characters led by Jalen Brunson going to the rim and drawing the foul.
A few perimeter skills as a bigger guy, get mismatches. But you have a feeling, you know, Simmons can be used maybe at the power forward spot. We know what an excellent passer he is, contribute down low. Craig Victor should be eligible, I believe, at the semester after transferring from Arizona. And then Tim Quarterman, who had a big-time year for the LSU Tigers. They're going to have a nice squad, a top 20, I won't say top 20, top 25 team coming in for Johnny Jones.
And you got the shooter, Keith Hornsby, from the outside. And the NBA loves Tim Quarterman. I talked to some scouts who are hoping he'd come out this year.
And there we see Tyler Dorsey once again. This is a guy, finished his high school career at Maranatha High School, averaged over 30 a game. He had 11 40-point games, 40 points or more, 11 times this season.
Scala beats the air just inside the arc. Scouts love the high arc on his jumper.
The high release point elevates well. What a soft touch for a big guy. From the three-point line or with the jump hook inside for Big Scal. See the passing by Zimmerman. The best passing big man, but that guy right there, Deontay Davis, he doesn't get enough national attention. He's headed to Michigan State to play for Tom Izzo.
Yeah, Davis is really going to impact the game on the defensive end right away for the Spartans. Had 199 blocks, the state of Michigan record his junior year.
And that's what he does, Miles. He impacts the game with his shot blocking ability, rebounding, and he can get some points on the offensive end.
Winners of the mythical high school national championship, and certainly helps to have some of the most talented.
He started at St. Patrick's High School in New Jersey, where he coached Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, Kyrie Irving, not too bad. Number 2 and number 1.
That makes your job a little bit easier.
But Kevin demands defense from his stars, and he chip.
Hey, how about not mentioning that, because they beat Mater Dei.
I was just going to mention that they beat Mater Dei, and we know this, Miles, but Ivan Rabb hit the game-winning free throws for Bishop O'Dowd.
Yes, he did. But you mentioned Bob Cimino from Mount Vernon, Coach Ben Gordon, Isaiah Cousins, who's starring at Oklahoma right now, and that's also home to Denzel Washington.
And had Kevin Jones from West Virginia, Michael Coburn as well. Trier down the lane and gets a friendly bounce.
Miles and I were trying to get out of the way over here. We thought he was going to throw it.
The Wildcat family is lucky and blessed to have Alonzo Trier going to wear that red, white, and blue next season. He is an ultimate bucket getter, this Trier, and you saw some of the athleticism.
LaBissiere scores over everybody.
You know, he really reminds me of Anthony Davis in a lot of ways. The athleticism. He's a better shooter than Davis at the same stage. I thought Anthony Davis was a better shot blocker at the same stage. But the length, the skill, the mobility, outstanding.
Yeah, Davis's shooting really came around probably late in his freshman year when he started extending his range from mind, as Kadeem Allen, who was a JUCO All-American, will come off the red shirt next year, and he'll compete with Trier for a lot of minutes at that shooting guard spot.
Newman left his feet, didn't have anywhere to go with it. It's LaBissiere running the floor.
And the Wildcats, your Wildcats, Miles, have the number 3 class in the country. Trier is going to be a big addition scoring the ball, but they also have Ray Smith,
coming off the ACL injury from Las Vegas, and
Justin Simon, really good point guard out of Brewster Academy, plays for Jason Smith, one of the best prep school coaches in the country, in my opinion. And Chance Comanche, big guy, good skill, still needs his body to work on, but a guy who will develop over 4 years.
Yeah, and what's going to happen with Comanche, he'll have the chance to play behind Tarzewski and Ristich next year.
Nick on the sidelines, here with you from the Barclay Center in Brooklyn, and this is Jalen Brunson at the free throw line on his way to
show his shot attempts. That's what I want to know. I want to know your percentage, Miles.
I was a good passer in college. I had Mike Bibby, Jason Terry around me, Michael Dickerson. I had some guys that could fill it up. I like that young man that was just at the line, though. Jalen Brunson, son of Rick Brunson, going to Villanova. Going to be an excellent fit at the point guard spot.
Yeah, he's the best pure point guard in the class. A leader, a winner, can organize a team, can get his buckets on his own, too.
On the breakaway, some contact at the rim, and who else? Check Diallo there to clean it up.
You know, and now he's getting an assist. How about he got an offensive rebound and an assist?
But you know what I like early about this game and through the first 9 minutes? Guys are defending. They're playing hard. There was a breakaway layup chance right there. They went and contested, blocked the shot. Guys are competing at a high level throughout the first half.
We just saw that shot there from Malik Beasley. He's part of the Florida State class that is going to give a great invigoration to the Seminoles next year for Leonard Hamilton.
I love Beasley. One of the sleepers, I believe, in this class. Really athletic.
Young man from Atlanta, Georgia, won a state title at St. Francis. You team him up with Dwayne Bacon on the wing, and Xavier Rattan-Mays. We know what he was doing at the end of the season for Florida State.
Yeah.
And Miles, to your point about that Florida State class, they also have a young man by the name of Terrence Mann, who played in the regional game earlier. He was outstanding. He'll be a glue guy for Leonard Hamilton. But the infusion of offensive talent headed to Florida State for Leonard Hamilton, one of the best defensive coaches in the country. I see Florida State as a potential top 25 team next year.
Yeah,
I really do.
And I remember watching the McDonald's game this year, and Jay Williams asking, that you see the great pass there by Briscoe to Diallo. Diallo running the floor, but Jay Williams asked Dwayne Bacon, you know, what can you learn from Leonard Hamilton? He says, I want to become a better defender, and Coach Hamilton is the guy that can teach me that.
I mean, he takes talent and makes it defend. Take the shots. He'd be a shoot-first point guard. Now he's a pass-first point guard. Love the transformation in that young man's game.
Reverse layup wasn't there for Swanigan, so he gets it out for Malachi Richardson, the shooter from Trenton, New Jersey.
Look at that, right back at you, Malik Newman. So quick, agile, the body control right there, the athleticism, gets down the court in about less than 4 seconds and able to lay it up over the rim.
always has been a national player. Ever since he was a freshman, he's been on the scene. He's battle-tested.
Swanigan drops it off in the lane. The rejection from Davis. Check Diallo. Very similar to what he did in the McDonald's game. Effort and energy.
You know, he's not the most polished big man in the class. He's certainly not the most skilled. He may be the most athletic big, but nobody plays harder than Check Diallo.
And Davis with the rebound, going to Texas A&M next year, part of the #4 class. It's a revival there for Billy Kennedy.
Tyler Davis going to be a load inside for Billy Kennedy. He has the floater, and we see him get to the rim, finish through contact. He has great body control.
February play against Diamond Stone outside Milwaukee, and that was a game where he could seemingly shoot it from anywhere.
Two-time MVP for USA Basketball. He's won 2 gold medals with USA Basketball and Don Showalter.
And on top of that, 4 state titles for Callaway High School.
If you want to vote for votes for the East and West MVPs, Austin Grandstaff out of Texas headed to Ohio State with the miss, and it's picked up by Briscoe. Newman's got a 3-on-1. He lobs it for Beasley.
I'm telling you, Malik Beasley is going to pass a lot of guys that are ahead of him in the rankings. Super athlete, good floater. As you mentioned, Miles, a hard-working kid. He's really coachable.
Well, I think the thing that you see with Beasley and Bacon will be able to really fit alongside each other
from this game, either make it to the NBA or from last year, declare for the NBA. That's 45% of the players over the last 3 years.
We're watching the stars right now. The freshman stars at a college game next year. And the Jordan Brand Classic always has NBA upside in this game.
And our American Family Insurance, did you know? It's American Family Insurance. Hashtag dream fearlessly.
See, right there, I would love to see Labissiere just try to attack Zimmerman. Labissiere with a nice quick first step, but he settled for the jumper, and Zimmerman at 7 feet, easily able to contest.
Alonzo Trier with the triple. He's now got 9.
And he's 4 for 4 for the Arizona fans.
Points and 5 assists.
His dad, Ricky Brunson, was a great player at Temple.
Got to coach against him as he played for the Mac Irvin Fire and in the EYBL. His teammates from a couple years ago, Jaleel Okafor, Cliff Alexander. But Brunson just so smooth, heady, has great change of pace to his game.
Bucket counts and the foul.
Ball.
And great confidence. And he can make contested shots. Sean Miller is going to have to live with a few contested shots next year. Because I know one thing, Trey's going to take them. But to your point about Brunson, you know, Jay Wright told me that Jalen Brunson was one of the most mature and advanced point guards that he's seen in a long time.
Thomas Bryant tries his hand at a 3, and while you might judge at 6'10" and say, hey, he shouldn't be shooting from there, he's certainly capable of it. Deontay Davis throws down at the other end.
Look at that pass right there from Blakeslee. Delivers that right on the money, off the bounce, perfectly to Deontay Davis from about 30 feet away.
How about the catch by Davis on the move? Tom Izzo has Deontay Davis and Caleb Swanigan, 2 5-star guys in the front court next year for Michigan State. They lose Brandon Dawson, which is going to be a big loss, and point guard, scoring guard Trice, I'm sorry.
But Michigan State, they can reload. You get Denzel Valentine back, Aaron Harris, the transfer from West Virginia, Marvin Clark, Tum Nairn, and then a guy that I think is kind of underrated, and I don't know how he'll fit in next year, but Matt McQuaid can really shoot the basketball.
Great stroke from the state of Texas. Good size, too, 6'5", just a little thin right now.
Brunson going to work, had a mismatch there against Zimmerman, and Bryant fouled on the way up.
Did it so nonchalantly and made his decision and is confident. When you add Zimmerman to Christian Wood, who maybe he's still considering going in the draft. Christian Wood, who had an excellent season. Derek Jones, who played in the regional game before this, a great athlete. Ben Carter, Good Luck Okanobo, an elite shot blocker, and then Dwayne Morgan. They're loaded right now. Now they just need some guards, and I read that Nigel Williams-Goss is supposed to be on campus soon, if not now, for the Rebels to transfer from Washington.
Charles Matthews on his way to Kentucky puts it down. A guy who's going to be playing for a top 25 school next year, but doesn't necessarily catch eyes like, say, a Skal Labissiere does.
I love Charles Matthews. I love everything about him. His versatility, production level. He's not fancy, but he's really effective. Scoring the ball, rebounding, defense, assist. He had a big night. We called his game, Mike, against Simeon. St. Rita wins the game. Charles Matthews goes for double-digit points and double-figure rebounds.
Eric Davis drops it off. Labissiere versus Zimmerman. Call it a push that time.
That was next versus next.
We just saw Gary DeCesar, the head coach at St. Rita High School in Chicago, and no stranger to New York. Still got the New York area code on his phone, and coached for a long time at St. Raymond's High School. The
star at NC State, Kareem Reed, played at Arkansas, ultra quick guard.
And he's done a fabulous job at St. Rita in Chicago, putting them back on the map.
Davis drops it off for Thomas Bryant.
This guy's going to be a welcome addition to the Indiana Hoosiers, Thomas Bryant. 31 in the black. Great rebounder. Plays the game with a high energy level.
And I think he can give them that post presence that they've really been missing under Tom Crean. And you pair him with Yogi Ferrell, James Blackman, and then Troy Williams running the lane with his athleticism.
Matt Stevens,
yes,
has done an outstanding job with the Boston Celtics. Terrific young coach when he was at Butler. Final Fours, but took a franchise that was really down and built it back up with patience and hard work.
A bunch of weeks, over 200,000 people perished. That led you to Memphis, Tennessee to play.
Because of his organization, he was the one who brought me here to Memphis, Tennessee. That's how I got here. Richard Dream Prep, that was his team I played for. And it's been a really good experience. I learned a lot from it. It's definitely a blessing from God being here playing basketball, because I could have been dead too. I could have you know, my legs sticking away from me or anything. So I'm very thankful to be here.
What's the dream at Kentucky for you?
Win national championship, so definitely.
You said you wanted to go back to Haiti someday and help the kids out.
Yes, sir. You know, I understand that where I came from and the position that I'm in today, a lot of kids back home wish they're in my place and my position. So, you know, I want to go back home and help a lot of them. You know, life is not just about basketball, like I said before, and I want to help them spiritually and, you know, just guide them to a life.
That's tremendous. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank
Mike.
you. Thank you.
It's a story of perseverance for Skal Labissiere, who was offered by John Calipari after the first game of his sophomore year of high school.
Well, I love the fact that he's socially conscious and he wants to get back home. He has not been back to Haiti since he's entered the United States. But the fact that he wants to go back and help young people, show that dreams can be achieved if you work hard and get the opportunity. And you can tell that young man is totally thankful for all the opportunity that he is being presented and what's going to happen in his future.
He's already talking about helping other people in his country, Miles, and he hasn't really done anything yet in this country, but he knows when he makes it where he's going back home. Very grateful young man.
And you see the first thing that was out of his mouth, that he wanted to help the Kentucky Wildcats, as Diallo makes another play in transition and gives the little, that was the little Karl Malone, the mailman dunk right there, if you guys can remember that.
Was it Malone or Jordan?
Well, Malone was the one that put his hand behind his head all the time on the breakaways.
An impressive game-high 13 points at this point for Diallo.
Nation hang another national championship banner. Not about individual for that one singular goal.
In for Diallo, guarded by Dedrick Lawson. Now Grandstaff on the break, lobs it up, and a nice finish from Dorsey.
Austin Grandstaff, one in the white. Outstanding three-point shooter, that time with a nice assist. Dorsey headed to Oregon.
Oh, what a stop there by Lawson. That goes right back to Richardson, who's fouled by Grandstaff.
From Dayton, the big fella, Daniel Gittins from Oak Hill Academy inside to give them a physical presence. Mickey Mitchell from Texas, good versatile three-man. And Jaquan Lyle, I think, is the X factor out of the state of Indiana.
Coming off of a post-grad year after originally having committed to Oregon the year before.
And before that, he committed to Louisville. So it's a red flag X factor in Jaquan Lyle.
And they were the #1 recruiting class in the Big Ten until Michigan State took over that rank. On the right and the Mets fan on the left.
Last week it was Fran Frisella and you. This week it's Miles Simons and you.
Approaching the 2-minute mark here of the first half. The Jordan Brand Classic in Brooklyn. Quinn Kesnick, Miles Simon, Paul Biancardi, Mike Cousins here with you. Caleb Swanigan tries the three.
You know, Swanigan has a soft touch, but he does his damage in the paint, 50 in the black.
Yeah, he's not going to be doing that for Tom Izzo next year unless it's in a blowout. Look at that.
You know, every time they run a play for Diallo, he doesn't score, but in a broken play or an offensive rebound or transition, he seems to score so easily.
Able to knock that basketball away as it was brought down too low by Beasley.
A Kenneth Faried type for me is Sheck Diallo. Can impact the game with his rebounding and energy.
Coach for Steve Lavin.
Well, I think it's, you mean Chris Mullen.
For Chris Mullen, yes,
That's okay. I think Coach Ross, and they call him Slice here in New York and all over the country, one of the nation's best recruiters, well-liked everywhere he goes. And I think he's going to be very important in the recruitment process of Sheck Diallo. That's Sheck's connection to St. John's is through Barry Slice Ross and Chris Mullen, obviously the figurehead, the head coach.
So in saying that, do you think it hurts Kentucky's chances that they lost? Or is Cal going to have to step up his game to try to close the deal?
Well, I'll never keep John Calipari out of any race when it comes to recruiting. It's going to come down to the wire between St. John's, Kentucky, and I think Iowa State is right in the mix because Sheck Diallo told me he loves their style of play.
Ivan Rabb, the Cal commit, hits the three. Now under a minute left here in the first half. And he's got the foul on the drive by Jalen Coleman. Coming up at halftime, we'll hear more of. And right now, there are still 4 big names out there unsigned. Jaylen Brown, Malik Newman, Sheck Diallo, Brandon Ingram. But the consensus seems to be Kentucky might get 1, maybe 2 of the guys left on the board.
Well, they have a chance with all 4. Realistically, I think they'll get 1. I'm not sure which one. There's some stiff competition. Brandon Ingram's looking at Duke and North Carolina. Jalen.
Guys that they're losing. So you get Tyler Eulis back, Poitras, Briscoe, Matthews. I think can bring some of that. Newman's kind of just a game changer in that sense, or Jaylen Brown. If you get either one of those guys, you plug them in probably to the starting lineup from day one.
There's no question about it, and they change the game, Miles, in different ways. Brown does it with his athletic ability and finalizing plays. Newman does it
the way for that Wildcat team.
First free throw falls for Swanigan, the big man out of Fort Wayne, Indiana, Homestead High School, Purdue, Cal, Duke, and Kentucky, all in the running.
This guy's got a 7'3" wingspan at 6'8".
Well, the thing that I think you see from Swanigan, he'll give him a back to the basket presence. But I think if he can trim down, get in a little bit better shape, yes. And I think that will add to some athleticism. He'll be more mobile, be a better rebound.
Control, eyes up, head up, focus to finish that layup.
Grandstaff has some time. Wrap to the corner as first half number 1 comes to a close. And Malik Beasley drains the 3.
That man right there, Ben Simmons. You know, he impacts the game inside the three-point line. He's smart enough not to take three-point shots. As Kevin Boyle mentioned, he needs to improve his shooting range. But that guy plays to win. He makes others better with his ability to find his open teammates. Can score the ball from different areas on the floor. Great off the bounce.
Labissiere is showing off that 7'1.5" wingspan for that jump hook.
And one other thing about Ben Simmons, guys, he wins. He's 64-1 in the last 2 years at Mount Vernon. They played a national schedule. The only team to beat them, Wheeler High School from Georgia with Jaylen Brown, who's a big-time competitor.
And the number 2 player in the country, still uncommitted, sitting out this event. You heard Kevin Boyle talk about the very demanding schedule over the last few weeks. It could start at the McDonald's All-American game, then Dick's Nationals right here in New York City, going out to the Nike Hoop Summit last week in Portland, and then culminating here with the Jordan Brand Classic. That's a long
across the country. You just can't pass up that opportunity, Miles, when you come out of high school.
And then the Hoop Summit is something guys really strive for because you only have 12 guys on that roster, at least obviously on the American side, and you're playing against a world team, and it's a very competitive basketball game. And then now you get the chance to showcase yourself in the Jordan Brand Classic for, you know, Michael Jordan's name, arguably the greatest player to ever play, to ever play basketball.
And Miles, the best players correct me if I'm wrong, they want to play against the best. They want to measure themselves up. They want to play with great players, and they want to play against great players.
They do, because they want to compete at the highest level. They want to test themselves, see what they're getting ready for when they're going to face these guys in the NCAA, at the NCAA level starting next winter.
And there's Michael Jordan taking in the action here in Brooklyn.
Thing I remember about Jordan more than anything, guys, is the competitiveness. And I'd like to see today's player just be more competitive. You don't have to be great. You don't have to be the best. But, Miles, why aren't guys more competitive today?
Well, I think the landscape has really changed. When you talk about social media, the internet, these guys are so connected throughout the spring, the summer. They become friends. Let's take Tyus Jones and Jahlil Okafor, for example. I mean, they connected through AAU and USA basketball, and now they become best of friends. And instead of when I was playing, there was guys in different states that you really never knew about, and you might read them in Street and Smiths was the magazine that was my go-to magazine in high school. And when you had a chance to play them in high school or AAU in the summer,
Or everyday players. We take a look at Sheck Diallo, got the MVP in the
and it's getting those guys to kind of turn the corner, and as you said, it's the perfect word, be an everyday player, and that's in the weight room, consistency, showing up, doing every rep, doing what the strength and conditioning coach asks of you, and then as far as your head coach and assistant coaches, being there for the individual workouts, putting the time in, finding extra time to work on your weaknesses. If you're a poor jump shooter, spending time shooting some threes or ball handling, or working on your footwork in the post if you're a big guy. And as Trier just gives the shake and bake to Davis right there, Davis asking for some help, but there was no help to
the East and West. Hashtag next versus next with the players' last names. And Trier now has 18. It's a game high.
And we have to remember this East team in black, they're playing shorthanded tonight. No Luke Kennard, no Jaylen Brown, no Henry Ellison. Those are three guys that can really fill it up on the offensive end. Luke Kennard was excellent last week in the Hoop Summit with 22 points. He's the second all-time leading scorer in the state of Ohio. And Jaylen Brown right there, he's out with the hip injury. Great athlete, long defender. He's long, can really defend. Won a gold medal at the U18s.
You mentioned Henry Ellison. NBA scouts need to know his name. Headed to Marquette to play for head coach Steve Wojciechowski. He talked about this guy's a gym rat. He's the kind of guy we want to establish our.
Davis at the free throw line. Going to Texas. You got a coaching change with Shaka Smart coming in at Texas and no defections. So a great recruiting class, and you keep who you had on the roster.
What I like about this Texas roster coming in next year, so you retain Isaiah Taylor, and you get Kendall Yancey and DeMarcus Holland. So now you got a great core to implement the havoc with if you're Shaka Smart, because Taylor's a long athletic guard. He didn't get enough steals this season because that's not the type of defense that Rick Barnes and the Texas Longhorns played. DeMarcus Holland can be a lockdown defender, and now you add in Eric Davis at 6'3", about 170 pounds. He's a little bit wiry. He can score the basketball, play a little bit of backup point guard behind Isaiah Taylor, and I think he'll be perfect in that pressure for Shaka Smart and the Longhorns. Tremendous fit.
Thomas Bryant goes up to get it.
The guy you need to know about is Kerwin Roach, two-time triple jump champion in the state of Texas. He is an elite athlete. You talk about athleticism, a clever, smart point guard headed to Connecticut.
Or let's say a below-the-rim post player, but has good touch. Just really,
Malik Beasley is going to be a big part of Florida State basketball next year. Terrence Mann also in that recruiting class, top 10 for Leonard Hamilton. He played earlier in the regional game. Guys, he had 20 and 13.
An impressive night, to say the least, for a lot of stars from around the Northeast. Newman misses off the pull-up. Labissiere has it taken away. And now defends under the basket and forces Blakeney to leave his shot short.
And Skal needs to get stronger. When he puts two hands on the ball, he's got to secure that rebound.
Eric Davis, the pride of the Great Lakes Bay region of Michigan, goes up for two.
That guy's an NBA two-guard, fellas, waiting to happen. Dwayne Bacon, 6'6". The most gifted two-guard in the class.
Prototypical, great athlete, can put the ball on the floor, shoots the mid-range.
Eric Davis, one in the black, heading to Texas. Trading baskets with Dwayne Bacon going to Florida State.
Rapp turns and scores.
Rapp really an excellent back-to-the-basket player. He's so crafty down there. And Rab is ambidextrous. He can go either hand, over either shoulder, especially about 6 feet and in.
And Rab has that center's frame, power forward, skill. Body needs to change, obviously, but what a recruit for Coach Martin at Cal.
Yeah, possibly a game changer for the Cal Bears. I mean, if they can return Tyrone Wallace, their point guard, they have Jabari Bird and Jordan Matthews. They have a nice core right there, along with Cameron Rooks, who will be coming back from an ACL injury.
Who want the same spot that they have, so they got to do whatever it takes to separate themselves.
So like hundreds of kids, you were at home watching this game?
Oh yeah, I was watching this game, the McDonald's game, all these games, wishing I was in it. But guys are blessed and fortunate to be able to be one of the top best players in high school. You know, but going to college is a whole nother level. So never be satisfied, and they always got to realize they can get better.
Indiana picked up a key signee with Thomas Bryant, 31 for the East. He's not on the floor right now, I don't believe. A defensive presence that they need. What were your thoughts when you watched the Hoosiers play this season?
I thought it was great. I thought they did a great job. But we do need an inside presence. They need inside presence, especially defensively. Someone to protect the paint and, you know, help rebounding. So he's going to be big for us, and he's going to be a huge help.
Great to see you.
You too.
Enjoy the rest of the game.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Here's Quint with Victor Oladipo, and they talked about Thomas Bryant, number 22 in the class. A major impact there, was considering Syracuse and Indiana, Missouri as well. On the pull-up, Jalen Coleman leaves it short.
You know, it's interesting listening to Oladipo talk right there. And you can tell that he still has the hunger and drive in his voice. And that when Quint was asking him about basically not playing in these games, and you can tell that that really drove him to be great. And you could see that displayed on the floor when he played at Indiana.
No entitlement at all in his voice. Never satisfied. The traits of working hard, being hungry, staying humble. Victor Oladipo, a great example for today's high school player.
Check Diallo has only missed 4 shots tonight. He's got 19 for the East, and for the West, Alonzo Trier matches him with an identical scoring total. That is exactly what you're talking about, Paul, where Malik Newman can be dangerous.
Well, Newman right there from about 2 or 3 feet behind the three-point line. Tyler Davis set the nice ball screen for him. They go under, and Malik Newman's going to make you pay.
Bacon lobs it, and Blakeney finishes off the window.
Black team looking a little tired now, the East. Gary DeCesar may have to use one of his 5 timeouts. They didn't get back over half court in that possession.
This is a game where you want to use those judiciously.
You know, it's been a long time. These guys started on the summer circuit at this time last year. They were rising seniors. They went through the spring, the summer, the camps, the tournaments, their high school season, now postseason all-star events. These guys are tired, but this is the last time we'll see them. Next time they'll be freshmen.
Some of these high school guys played 1 state championships, played 30-some-odd games. Dwayne Bacon at Oak Hill played 48 high school games this year. They were 47-1.
Came up just short of the championship game at Dick's Nationals for the 2nd year in a row.
Back-to-back for the future Kentucky star, number 11 in the black, Isaiah Briscoe.
Blakeney from the wing, and it's another rebound for Cheikh Diallo, perhaps inching his way toward MVP status. Briscoe. And Diallo cleans it up, 21 points.
Briscoe's a big physical guard, but one of the things he's going to have
This is going to win the NBA championship, because we know it's not going to be for the East.
No, you're discounting LeBron. You remember LeBron James plays in the East, right?
Which team from the West is going to win the NBA championship?
It's not a lock by any means. The West position, he's playing against maybe bigger and a little bit stronger guys at the power forward position on a nightly basis. His rebounding improved. His scoring improved. And rebounding is something, as he plays the 2 or the 3 spot in the NBA, is something that's going to translate. And the best way to start your fast break, whether at the high school, NBA, college level, is to get a guard rebounding and then be able to push. And then you see the 7-footer with the double dribble right there. And that's why you give it to the guard. Zimmerman tried to handle that basketball. But Justice Winslow is going to be an excellent NBA player. He'll be in the league for a long time. And as he continues to be an improved outside shooter, he's going to be tough.
His defense, the ability to switch. How about the dunk by Skal? I love the way Winslow could switch on a bigs or smalls. He'll be able to do that in the NBA as well. Great switch defender.
Trier continues to play. 20
in the class. He's got NBA range. He's got quick release. two-time Mr. Basketball in the state of Ohio. I love the way Luke Kennard can create his own shot. Not so much with the dribble, Miles, but the shot fake and the jab step. He had 18 points at the Hoop Summit game. 22 points, excuse me. 9 for 18 shooting. Chase Jeter's going to be a solid big inside for Coach K. Won't be Okafor, but he'll rebound, he'll run the floor, get some easy baskets, and he can score inside with a jump hook.
But the biggest problem right now for the Duke recruiting class is that, and their roster, there's no point guard on the roster.
That's exactly right.
It's going to fall into, as of today, Grayson Allen's hands, maybe Luke Kennard. And I know they're meeting with a star point guard in the junior class, trying to get him to reclassify as Derek Thornton, who's a big-time player out of Finlay Prep, lives in the Los Angeles area. They weren't expecting, they were expecting Tyus Jones to be a great point guard, but they weren't expecting Tyus Jones to be gone after one season and have the year that he had and the Final Four that he had. And it's kind of leaving him in a tough spot.
And Paul, another player we saw last weekend is a Canadian guard, Jamal Murray, who shined at the Nike Hoop Summit.
He had 30 points, and after that game, and Jeff Capel put a text message into Roy Runner to see what Murray was thinking about in terms of reclassifying. So Duke looking at Murray and Thornton to reclassify from the junior class to the senior class to become the point guard at Duke. And you're right, Miles. Luke Kennard, Matt Jones, Grayson Allen, no point guard there, great two guards.
Grandstaff off the mark, and let's go to Quinn, who's with one of the future Duke players.
Yeah, Mr. Ohio basketball here this week. You warmed up today, but you decided not to.
But yeah, it was pretty nice. I was pretty excited. You know, just looking forward.
Justice Winslow sitting across the way, leaving school.
Yeah, I'll be ready to go. You know, whatever Coach K is willing to let me do, I'll be ready to be in there and make some moves. So I'll be ready to go. What's next on your calendar? A couple AP exams? Yeah, some AP exams. Got to study when I get back pretty hard. So
back to school. The party's over.
Luke Kennard passed LeBron James in points scored in the state of Ohio at 2,600. He's still second to John Diebler, who had 3,000 points in his high school career.
2003 to 2007, his high school career in the Buckeye State. And Luke's not kidding about the AP test, by the way. He's got a 4.3 GPA.
And he's got 39 points per game.
And what's amazing that Kennard puts up these huge numbers. This is a young man, in one of his games this year, he faced a triangle and two. Now the two were on him. It was 2-on-1, and it allowed his team to play 4-on-3. Truly amazing. Going to be a special player for the Blue Devils.
Multiple times this year where he scored in excess of 50 points. Grandstaff goes behind the back, and the natural lefty, Zimmerman, in the right spot.
As Steven Zimmerman fills out and unpacks his bags at UNLV, he could be a very good player. Love his versatility and skill set.
It's going to be tremendous.
That was a big hit for San Antonio, dropping from a potential number 2 seed to a 6 seed.
Which team from the West is going to win it, Miles?
The Cleveland Cavaliers are getting to the finals. Look at that move. Nice move. Good footwork by Tyler Davis.
Davis with the spin, and then Rab followed on the second try.
They'll be able to play through him and to him in the post. Top 10 recruiting class for Texas A&M.
Yeah, you put him alongside Elijah. Fourth quarter of that basketball game. But Billy Kennedy doing an excellent job. And as we know in the SEC, you can get to the top of that league very quickly, get into the top 5, and I think Texas A&M takes a huge jump next year.
Alex Caruso back, Daniel House as well.
Another team.
Yeah, a lot of talent.
Yeah, another team to watch in the SEC that was very young this year is Vanderbilt. The Commodores are going to be big time.
I love Riley LaChance. We had him in our top 100. Doesn't look like much of a player, but can beat you with his skill and IQ.
Yeah, and you add Damian Jones, the big
put together. We got 6 classes in our top 40 ranked. Bruce Pearl with 2 top 100 for Frank Martin.
Second free throw falls through for Beasley.
So the bottom half of that SEC is getting strong quickly. Look at the coaches that they've hired. Ben Holland, Rick Barnes.
Bruce Pearl last year. It's going to be some great recruiting battles along the way.
Malachi Richardson going with the extra effort.
Outstanding class for Syracuse. Jang inside. Talking about Malachi Richardson. Tyler London, really a good shooter from the outside, 6'7".
Yeah, Leiden played in the regional game beforehand. He's a good athlete, and it looked like from the last time I've seen him since the summertime, those guys, despite the penalties that are being issued stayed with the orange.
They stayed, as well as Matt Moyer, who's in our ESPN 60, one of the top juniors in the country, a 6'8" athlete from Ohio. He has stayed committed to Syracuse as well.
Coast to coast. Jalen Coleman throws it down.
Four-point game.
Yeah, he's known as a shooter, headed to Illinois for John Gross. He's got the best shot preparation that I've seen in this year's class, Jalen Coleman.
Yeah, Coleman's going to be, look, really, we haven't spoke.
Next, and the players' last names. Last year, MVPs were two big men. Jaleel Okafor for one side.
He just runs the floor, plays harder than nearly everyone on the floor anytime that he's out there, an energy and effort guy. He's what you call that everyday player, Paul.
Yeah, he goes to the glass on both ends of the floor. He treats every shot like it's a miss.
And another bucket for Coleman.
The quick split right there, the low dribble allows Coleman to get all the way to the rim for the finish.
And he's got that little burst, Miles, and when it comes to three-point shooting, you can run him off screens, spot him up, shoot it in transition. He's a great outside shooter, Jalen Coleman.
For Briscoe, right to the bucket. 1-point game.
Great pass by Malik Newman.
And I think that's an underrated part of his game. And we know Newman as an elite scorer. But Newman has great vision, and he is an unselfish guy.
Can't leave Malik Newman open.
But that's his DNA right there. When he catches the basketball, he's thinking about scoring. The freshman stars next year. And there is NBA upside in this game, but how hard they work, how much they listen to their coach, how coachable they are will make the difference.
And there's our guy, Diallo, opportunity.
Tell you what, that has been a very friendly rim at that end of the court tonight.
Diallo's so good. The drop off, the lob, the offensive rebound, the conversion game, the runouts.
Defensive end, I mentioned in the first half, you could kind of see that this is kind of a different end.
You know, Miles, Mike, we have some alpha dogs out here. It's getting competitive. Alonzo Trier, Malik Newman, Check Diallo, Isaiah Briscoe. These guys, they really want to win. They're highly competitive kids.
Isaiah Briscoe with a step-back three.
You know how difficult that shot is right there? Isaiah Briscoe was going full speed to his left, stopped on a dime, able to step back behind the three-point line and knock it out, knock it down.
Briscoe against Blakeney.
On the drive, and Diallo gets a piece of it.
It was a one-on-one matchup in the SEC.
And Briscoe wants it, the hometown kid, young man from New Jersey.
Playing to the crowd.
From way outside. And it's out of bounds.
The ability to create space with the jab step.
Grab on the move, Trier for Davis.
Trier's got it down.
And he heard it from Deontay Davis.
Crowd here in Brooklyn only wants one thing, and it's buckets from Isaiah Briscoe. Fouled.
Comes down, does his Harlem Globetrotter routine, doesn't go anywhere with that.
Really reminds me of a Darren Williams type of point guard. Strong, physical, and thick. And he's really improved as a leader. He's taken ownership of his team at Roselle Catholic. He wants to win a championship at Kentucky.
Oh. Some full court defense here from Mr. Blakeney.
And Briscoe with the contest on Blakeney. It's getting serious out there right now.
See, when he plays too much, oh, look at the spin.
Oh! East has the lead for the first time since 2-zip. Count the bucket. Diallo got it a little bit too late.
Stands to see Briscoe and Blakeney go one-on-one. Here we go again.
Well, now you see the matchup, Malik Beasley guarding Briscoe.
Yeah, he wants to challenge.
Oh, and he gets him.
Play a little bit mellow.
Beasley gets them both. Brunson works on Newman. Off to the corner. Davis with the rejection. Out of bounds, and the ball belongs to the East. Step back, gets the foul, and just short 2 free throws.
Big shoulders, Paul. He has long arms. He's a guy that you feel you can defensive end, especially with lateral quickness.
He's got to improve his three-point range, but when Ulis goes out of the game, John Calipari can count on Isaiah Briscoe to run the team. I couldn't have said that a year ago.
Trier and Bryant. Bryant the foul. And Isaiah Briscoe says that he wants to be mentioned among guys like John Wall, Kyrie.
And make sure that everybody eats. And this is coming from a guy.
You can really just associate one word with Briscoe, and that's winner. Gold medal at the FIBA under-18s. He won Peach Jam. A tremendously successful high school career at Roselle Catholic. And right now trying to lead his Jordan Brand East team to a win here in his final high school event.
4-3. And out of bounds. Every time he brings the ball down the floor, at least in the lower bowl, it seems like every single person is on their feet.
And now let's see if he can stay. And I know Trier's going to go right out. Let's see if he can stay in front of Trier.
You better get up on Trier. This guy's got deep range.
Trier doesn't want the pick.
Briscoe got him. Trier turned in quick.
Telling Trier to give me one. Give me one miss right here.
And these are 2 strong guards. I mean, we talked about how strong and physical Isaiah Briscoe is. And a beautiful stroke.
2 for Trier, who once played at Montrose Christian Academy, alma mater of Kevin Durant, and finishes up at Findlay Prep.
And an explosive 2-guard at that. I mean, this guy gets in the lane. He can finish over you or around you.
Well, they're making Trier come out of the basketball game because he got hit in his lip there by Briscoe, and Alonzo Trier has braces, and so I think it cut his lip right there, causing some blood.
What happens when you run into Isaiah Briscoe? Jalen Brunson with the left hand.
Let's see if they get Malik Newman a touch here.
Beasley dumps it in for Davis.
And this guy can back you in and score one-on-one.
Future Aggie spins and delivers.
Good call, Mr. Biancardi.
Just love his footwork. And he's 12 feet from the basket. Backing his way in with a little jump shot.
Back in for the West, 7, Tyler Dorsey. Number 4, Alonzo Trier.
Trier back onto the floor. 111, 109, 90 seconds left here at the 14th Jordan Brand Classic. Brunson uses Labissiere. Rav has the rebound. Dorsey, who's into double-digit scoring, off on the 3, tipped around and in. Malik Beasley gets 2. Now under a minute left.
And Beasley, 5 in the white, headed to Florida State, wants to check Briscoe.
Brunson so good, so crafty, gives the shot fake, had just missed the 3 and gets all the way to the rim to cover
future classes. So let's get some input from you, Miles, and Mike. Who's in the top 10? We moved him down slightly. I think his postseason performances and Miles' recommendation gets him back in the top 10.
Well, there's an all-star game.
Shots tonight in this game.
No, we haven't.
A lot of guys have to improve their shot selection, but I love the competitiveness in the Jordan Brand.
Briscoe with the pedal to the floor, too strong off the window.
Let's see if they recognize that the shot clock is off, or do they continue to score? Of course.
Keep it moving, Ivan Rav.
Why not?
Next year they'll learn that in college. You got the lead, hold it out. Jordan Brand Classic, go to the rim.
Brunson, he'll get the ball in his hands. Get the ball in his hands a lot for Sean Miller.
Double-figure points or double-figure shot attempts?
Oh, maybe both.
Maybe both. Their trip here to New York, getting in early in the week and getting to do some cool stuff for the top high school players in the class of 2015. East has got to run with 15 seconds.
Bacon, Malik Beasley, Malik Newman. It's going to be exciting for college basketball next year.
And some college decisions still to be made. Number 2, Jaylen Brown. Nice shot from Briscoe. Number 4, Malik Newman. Number 11, Cheikh Diallo. And number 12, Brandon Ingram. Signing Day special is Tuesday at 6 on ESPNU. You can always catch things on recruitingnation.com. So our final, the West 118 and the East 116. For Miles Simon, Paul Biancarni, Quinn Kesnick, and our entire crew, I'm Mike Cousins saying thanks so much for joining us. Coming up next, Friday night fights from the Mohegan Sun Casino in Connecticut. Thanks for joining us, and good night from Brooklyn.